Okay. All right, we're about to go live.
All right.
All right, I have to close out of YouTube or I'll get all kinds of feedback. So
Oh, whoops.
learn that the hard way.
Okay, I'm sure Greg's checking us out.
I'm sure. Make sure we're doing it right.
Yes.
Okay. Come on. All right, there we go. Okay, I am now going to start bringing my people in.
All right, sounds good. I can tell you, like Dunn, Gilmore, the iPhones, and Craig's those were some of the first people here.
Okay. I've got Connor Dunn coming in.
Gotcha.
Good morning, Mr. Dunn. How are you? I need you to unmute, please. Thank you. All right, I'm Judge Wilson, and just so you know, this is being broadcast on YouTube to satisfy the Open Records Act or the Open Court Act. So this is being recorded. I do go on after the hearing and delete it. Okay. Your name is Nathan Connor Dunn, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Dunn, you had been charged as a juvenile with a speeding citation. And did you enter a plea on that case previously?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago. It was like a year ago.
Okay. All right. What I'm going to do is go ahead and take a plea on the case. You do have a right to hire an attorney before we go forward on your plea. If you would like to hire an attorney, we can reset your case, or you can waive that right and hire an attorney, and that's completely up to you.
What is a plea?
You enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest.
I haven't done that yet.
Okay. All right. Do you want to hire an attorney? You want to go forward today?
Go forward.
Okay. All right. Your charge is speeding at 74 miles per hour, carries a fine of $249. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest.
No contest.
Okay. Could you please tell me if that's the speeding under or what the posted limit was?
We're in a 45.
Okay. Okay. All right, sir. I don't have any options for you to keep this off the record because it was more than 25 miles over the limit. When can you pay the $249?
Could I do the plan thing?
The payment plan?
Yes,
how long do you think you're going to need to pay this? Can you pay it in 60 days?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. What I'm going to do is find you guilty based on your plea of guilty. I'm going to order you to pay $249 within 60 days from today's date. Can I get your email, or Reese, do you want their email address now?
If we can do that, yes.
Yeah. Okay. If you will give us your email address, we'll send you the paperwork, and it'll have the information on what you need to do to send this into the court.
Okay.
What's your email?
Connor, Connor, Dunn, Dunn, 22 at AOL.com.
Okay. All right, we will get you your paperwork. You'll just need to make sure that you pay fine and costs on or before the 60th day from today's date, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. You're excused. I got to close my doors so my dog's not.
Oh, I was wondering if that was his or yours. Is it a therapy
Sorry about
dog?
that. She is my therapy dog. Will's dog is my therapy dog. He comes and sits right by me, and he's quiet. She's not. Okay.
Funny.
All right. I'm going to bring Haley Gilmore in.
Okay.
Maybe. There we go. And Reese, with her, we have speeding 45. Was that in a 30 or what was that in?
Yeah, let me pull it up real quick. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, we'll
That's
try to
okay.
make that field larger next time. In a 20.
Okay. All right, she's taking a while to connect to audio. I'm going to also bring the next person in.
Okay.
There she goes. Okay, Miss Gilmore, correct? I need you to unmute, please.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
That's okay. All right, Miss Gilmore, I'm Judge Wilson, and I am going to go over your traffic citation with you this morning. It looks like, hold on. It looks like you had received a citation for speeding 45 and a 20, which carries a $249 fine. You can plead guilty. Ma'am, I see you, and I'm talking to Miss Gilmore. Okay, that's okay. I just wanted to make that clear. I'll get to you next. All right, Miss Gilmore, you received a citation 45 and a 20. Before we go forward, you do have a right to hire an attorney. Do you wish to waive that right and go forward with your case? Do you want to hire an attorney? Okay, you're muted again, Miss Gilmore. Can you unmute? There we go. All right. Okay, Miss Gilmore, you have a right to hire an attorney. Before we go forward again, do you wish to waive that right and go forward with your case? Okay, she's muted again.
Mhm.
I thought I could do it on my own. I can't get her unmuted.
Yeah, I was looking as well, but are you using your device audio or? Okay.
All right, can you find the unmute? What device are you using? I guess you can't answer me. Okay. I'm gonna mute all upon entry, or unmute all.
Okay.
Ask all to unmute. Okay. I don't have the person that's listed with the iPhone. I'm bringing somebody else.
There we
Okay.
go.
All right. There we go, ma'am. I'll go ahead and go forward with your case. We're having issues with the previous defendant. What is your name?
Yvette Davis.
Okay, Miss Davis. First off, you do have a right to hire an attorney before we go forward today. Do you wish to waive that right and go forward with your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you've got 3 citations. You've got speeding, 94 and a 70, I believe. Carries a $289 fine. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. What is your plea on that case?
No contest.
No driver's license, $189 fine. What is your plea on that case?
No contest.
And failure to appear, $274 fine. What is your plea on that case, ma'am?
I have a question about that because I haven't missed the court date, so I don't understand why I have a failure to appear. Now
We had a court date set for April 15th, 2021.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that court date. The last court date that I was made aware of was on July 15th, and I was actually going out of town that day. So that's when I called and had it rescheduled for today.
Okay. All right. You did not receive any letter or email?
No, ma'am. The only letter that I received was for the July 15th court date.
Okay. Reed, do you show that we emailed that or?
The original notice went out on March 25th. The FTA was issued on May 25th. And then I see that in June, she did call to request an indigency hearing. And we did
Okay.
email back and forth with her on that date.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead, and since you're here today and you're wanting to take care of your other 2 cases, I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss your failure to appear.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Okay, now, I don't have, let's see, I have to add this up, but let me tell you what your fine and cost are going to be on these other 2 citations.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you want to remove any fees from the first 2? The fees from the failure to appear?
On the warrant,
Right, and on the speeding and no driver's license? They do have $65 added to each violation when that failure to appear was issued.
yes.
All right.
I'm coming up with 348. What do you have?
Double checking. Sorry, my bifocals are in the wrong place. I do have the same amount.
Okay. All right, ma'am. The fine and cost owed, and we did take off the warrant fees, and I did dismiss the failure to appear. So it appears to be $348. If we give you time to pay that, can you pay that?
I'm not currently working right now. I am unemployed, and we are no longer receiving unemployment either.
Okay. All right. Did you fill out a form for the court? Reed, did she fill out a community service? Okay. All right. Are you receiving any governmental assistance?
I get food stamps right now. That's the only thing that I qualify for.
Okay. All right, ma'am. What I'm going to do is I can order you to complete community service, and it will be 35 community service hours that you will need to complete.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I'm going to give you 90 days to complete those hours.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You'll have to complete those hours at any nonprofit agency. It's going to be your responsibility to locate that agency, make sure they fill out the paperwork that you've completed the hours, and return that to us. My clerk is going to send you this information. She'll email it to you. What is your email address, Sam?
It's yrdavis88@gmail.com.
All right.
Okay. Do you understand my order?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's all I have. Just keep an eye on your email for those documents.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
You can move this little thing that's sticking out from behind my head.
Okay. I'm bringing Brenda Goad or Good into,
And I believe she is on the NTA docket. No, she's not. I lied.
she's not, okay,
She's on this one. Okay.
okay.
I'm trying to pull them up so I can see them as you're going. This one is 95 and a 70.
Okay. All right, I'm also gonna bring in Christy Craig because it takes so long on some of these. And she looks like she is on the other docket, right?
Yeah, Christy Craig, I think is going to be Matthew Craig.
Oh, yep, probably. All right, Mr. Craig, would you unmute, please?
Okay, hello.
Okay, thank you, sir. You're Matthew Craig, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Craig, I'm Judge Wilson. I'm going to be handling your citation out at Alvarado Court this morning. You do have a right to hire an attorney before we go forward today, but you can waive that right and go forward with your case. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you were charged with speeding. Reese, do you know what the limit was? 75.
75 and
70.
60.
Sorry.
Was 75 and a 60.
Okay. All right. That carries a $199 fine. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. What is your plea on that case?
Guilty.
Okay. You were also charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. It carries a $299 fine. What is your plea on that case?
Guilty.
And minor in possession, $284 fine. What is your plea on that case?
Guilty.
Okay. All right. How old are you now, sir?
20 years old.
Okay. All right. I can place you on deferred on the citations if you have not been on a deferred within the past year. Have you been on a deferred within the past year in any city in the state of Texas for citations received?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. What I'm going to do is place you on deferred. There's going to be several conditions I'm going to put on you because of the nature of the charges. I'm going to order you to complete a driver's safety course.
Okay.
I'm going to order you to complete a drug and alcohol awareness class. And my clerk can give you some further information on where to complete those classes, but you can definitely complete those classes online. And then as long as you complete the drug awareness class, then I'm not going to assess fees on the minor in possession. So looks like, let me tell you what you're going to owe. $349. No, that's not right. $598.
Okay. That's total, right?
That'll be your total.
498.
I'm sorry, Reese.
I have 498.
Did you add on the
Deferral
$50?
fee.
I guess.
I
Yeah.
got you.
Okay, so it's $398. Can you tell me when you can pay that?
Would I be able to set up a payment plan, or could I pay that straight out? Or
Well, if you'll tell me how long you need to pay it, then we can set it up that way. That may be easiest for everybody.
maybe a month?
Okay, I can give you 60 days if you want me to do that.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find you guilty based on your pleas of guilty, but I'm going to defer the finding of guilt. I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition, and that means you have to pay your fine and cost, in the amount of $598. Don't receive any citations within that time period. Complete a drug and alcohol awareness class and return that certificate to me. And if once I receive that certificate, I'm going to dismiss the minor in possession charge.
Okay, and
If
that'll
you-
make it total of $398.
No, I've already
Already
taken
did.
the dollar amount out.
Okay.
Right now, if you don't complete the drug and alcohol awareness class, then you'll receive a show cause notice to come back to court. And at that point, we'll address whether or not I'm going to assess the fine on the minor in possession charge. So just make sure that you comply with my order and complete those and return those certificates.
Yes, ma'am.
And also complete a driver's safety course. You have to do that right now because of your age. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Reese, did you get all of that?
I did. And I just
Okay,
need
and
to get an email address if we can from you, Matt.
yes, ma'am.
All right. MD Craig 320 at AOL.com.
Okay. Perfect. I will send those orders to you. And
Okay.
get any other information that we need through your email. Okay?
And is that for where I need to pay, or is that for the courses?
It'll be for where you need to pay. The courses you can find online.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. And if you have trouble finding the courses online, you can call the court and we can give you the names of a couple of places to look.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Thank-
That's all I have, sir. Thank you. Okay. Miss Good, can you hear me?
Ma'am.
Okay. All right, ma'am. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Okay, ma'am. I'm Judge Wilson, and I'm going to be talking to you this morning about your citation you received in the city of Alvarado. Okay, and what I have is, well, first off, you have a right to hire an attorney before we go forward today. Do you wish to waive that right and go forward with your case?
Yes, ma'am. We can go forward.
Okay, you were charged with speeding, 95 in a 70, carries a $249 fine. You plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Guilty? Okay, ma'am. The fine and cost associated with this charge is $249. When can you pay this?
I'm on disability, and I was wondering if I could pay like $2 a month because I only get $794 a month.
Okay, how long do you need to pay? How much per month can you pay?
$10.
How much?
$10 because my rent is $400, and then I have my light and everything, and I only get, after I pay my bills, I get maybe $100 a month.
Okay, can you do community service at a church or someplace along those lines?
Live in Longview.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so I can do community service here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Okay, what I'll do since you're on disability is I'm gonna order you to complete 24 hours of community service, and I'm gonna give you 3 months to do that.
okay,
All right, you'll be responsible for finding a nonprofit agency to complete those hours at and return the information to us. My clerk's gonna mail you some information on what all you need to do in order to report back to the court on what community service hours you've completed.
okay. All
Okay,
right.
do you have an email address that we can send this information to?
Yes, ma'am, it's brenda.go@yahoo.
Did you get that, Reese?
I do. That's what we have on file. So that's perfect.
Okay,
Mm.
ma'am, do you understand what my order is?
Yes, ma'am, community service, I find the place to do it. Y'all will mail me a paper to give to them, for them to sign it, and then.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. All right, ma'am, we'll get this information to you as soon as we can. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Do you need anything, Mr. Clerk?
No, ma'am, we're finished.
Okay, I can hang up now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good day.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna let Millie in. She's scratching, that's why she's barking.
Ah,
Lord.
gotcha.
Get in here, get in here, come here. Go in there and lay down. Come on, right here, on your blanket.
We're real YouTubers now. We have dogs.
No. All right, hopefully she'll behave. I don't know. Hit or miss with this one. All right. Good girl. Okay, is she, Christina Blunt, is she on my,
She's on the NTA list.
got her.
There she is. Okay. Oh, let me pull her up.
Okay, Ms. Blunt, could you please unmute yourself? Okay, thank you. How do you pronounce your last name, ma'am?
Blount.
Blount? Okay. All right, ma'am. I'm Judge Wilson. I'm going to address the citations that you've received out of the city of Alvarado. You have a right to hire an attorney before. You have a right to hire an attorney before we go forward today. Do you wish to waive that right and go forward with your case?
I can't afford one.
Okay. All right. So you waive the right to hire an attorney, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You received a citation for speeding 90 in a 70, carries a $224 fine. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. What's your plea?
How much is the ticket?
I'm sorry, ma'am?
How much is that ticket?
$224.
Can I pay that on the first?
I need you to get a plea. I need to enter a plea, guilty, not guilty, or no contest first. No contest? Okay. Also, no driver's license, carries a $124 fine. What is your plea on that case?
Guilty.
Okay, and failure to maintain financial responsibility carries a $317 fine. What is your plea on that case?
No contest.
Okay, total fine and cost, $665, ma'am. How long do you need to pay those?
I'm on SSI. Because of my cancer. I don't get paid till the first, and I've been trying to find a place.
Okay, well,
So I'm trying to see what I can do on. It's going to be a minute before I can fully pay it off.
I couldn't understand you. Can you pay it in 60 days? Do you need 90 days?
About 90.
Okay, I'm gonna find you guilty based on your plea. I'm gonna order you to pay $665 on or before 90 days from today's date, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you have an email address that you can give my clerk, please?
Yes, it's c.blount 1820 at gmail.com.
All right. And it's C as in Christina, C.Blount.
Yes.
Okay. 1820 at Gmail. All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am. That's all I have for you. We will email you the paperwork, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. You're free to go.
And I don't know his last name, so I don't know what docket he's on.
Okay, I'll ask him.
We're winging it.
Yeah, I had to do that last time. I'm gonna bring Haley Gilmore in also.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Gilmore, we were able to get you unmuted.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I'm Judge Wilson. I'm gonna go over your citation with you. Let's see, I lost your, okay. All right. You do have a right to hire an attorney before we go forward today. Do you wish to waive that right and go forward with your case?
No, ma'am.
You don't want to hire an attorney?
No.
Okay. All right. You were charged with speeding, 45 and a 20, carries a $249 fine. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest.
Guilty.
Okay. All right. Because of the speed, I can't offer you a deferred or a driver safety course. When can you pay the $249?
I get paid next Friday, and I can pay it then.
All right.
Do I get something in the mail to pay, or is there a certain? How do I do that?
We'll talk about that here in a few minutes. You will get some information. So what I'm going to do is find you guilty based on your plea of guilty. I'm going to order you to pay fine and costs in the amount of $249 on August 31st, which is the Tuesday. It's a Tuesday.
Okay.
And you can either pay that online or you can, I guess we don't take personal check.
No, ma'am.
Yes.
She can call the court and pay it that way as well.
You can call the court and pay if you don't want to pay online. And my clerk's going to send you some information. Would you give us your email address, please, ma'am?
It is HN Gilmore 123@gmail.com.
All right.
Okay, yeah, and just feel free to contact the court about payment or pay it online, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I have for you today. You're excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can't, Mr. Jacobs, or Jacob's cell phone's still connecting, it looks like.
All right. Looks like
We've got Colton Eason on here twice.
okay.
All right, sir, what is your name? How do you pronounce your name? I need you to unmute.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
It's pronounced Nafizer Chaudhary.
Chaudhary. Okay, sir. You have a right. I'm Judge Wilson. I'm going to go over your citation out of the city of Alvarado with you.
Mhm.
You do have a right to hire an attorney before we go forward today. However, you can waive that right and we can go forward with your case. Is that what you would like to do?
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay. All right, sir. You were charged with speeding, 105. Is that in a 70, Reese?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
105 and a 70, carries a $299 fine. You plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. What is your plea on that case?
I'm going to plead guilty.
Okay. All right, sir. And when can you pay the $299 fine and cost?
I was hoping to talk about a payment plan for that.
Okay. How long do you think you need to make those payments, to make a payment in full?
I was hoping that I could pay half right now, and I was hoping to pay the other half next month.
I can do that. What I can do is order that you pay half on or before, let me get to the right month. I'm going to give you until Monday, just in case we have some technology problems. So you're going to have to pay half of it on or before August 23rd, and then the remainder will be due on September 23rd.
Okay.
Okay. Do we, let me get, go ahead.
Let me just write that down really fast.
We're going to email you some paperwork
Okay.
so that you'll know. What is your email address, sir?
It's my first name, the letter C at gmail.com, all lowercase.
Reese, did you get that?
I did. And you said
Okay.
Gmail?
Yeah, Gmail.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So we're going to email you the paperwork that, after I sign it. We're in 2 different places, so you may not get it today, but I'll do my best to get it to you. We'll do our best to get it to you by tomorrow.
Okay.
And you can pay either by calling the court or you can pay online through our website.
Okay. Okay.
All right. That's
Perfect.
all I have. Thank you so much, sir.
All right.
You're excused.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Jacob, I have someone who's on, it's and the phone says Jacob's iPhone. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. What is your last name, sir?
Hernandez.
Okay. Let me find you on my paperwork, so give me a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Hernandez?
Hernandez. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, all right, sir, I'm Judge Wilson. What I'm gonna do is go over the citation that you received in the city of Alvarado. You have a right to hire an attorney before we go forward today. Do you wish to waive that right and go forward with your case?
No, ma'am. I'm not wanting to hire an attorney.
Okay, so you'll waive the right to. So you were charged with solicitation without a permit that carries a $281 fine. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. What is your plea on that case?
No, guilty. I'll just go ahead and pay it.
Okay. All right, sir. When can you pay the $281?
Like when can I pay it?
Mm-hmm. Can you pay it? You want to today? I can give you until next Tuesday to pay it. So if you know,
I'll take it.
next Tuesday.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I'm going to order you to pay $281 on or before. Let me see what that date is. The 24th. It looks like. You can pay that online, or you can call the court and make a payment. All right. What is your email address so we can send you this paperwork, sir?
JH4347355@gmail.com.
Okay. All right, sir. That's all I have. Do you have any questions?
To call in and pay it, what would be that number to call in?
Right.
It'll be 817
Okay.
790-3223. That should be on your notice letter as well if you need to look that up.
817-790-3223.
3223. Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay, and so let me go ahead. I don't think I actually officially made my ruling, so I'm going to find you guilty based on your plea of guilty. I'm going to order you to pay $281 on or before August 24th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, that's all I have. You're excused. Thank you so much.
You have a wonderful. Thank you.
You too. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna let these next two in at the same time. We're gonna race to see who gets there first.
Oh, no.
Okay, Mr. Eason, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me find you on my paperwork real quickly. Okay, you're Colton Ray Eason, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Eason, you have a right to hire an attorney before you go forward today. Do you wish to waive that right and go forward with your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you were charged with failure to maintain financial responsibility. It carries a $317 fine. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. What's your plea?
I plead guilty to that.
Okay, when can you pay the fine and cost on this, the $317?
I was fixing to do that right now. I was calling the
Okay.
municipal court.
Okay, they may not answer the phone today because we're in court. So you can either pay it online or you can call tomorrow if you can't get in touch with them today.
Okay. All right.
All right. So I'm going to find you guilty based on your plea of guilty. I'm going to order you to pay fine and costs in the amount of $317. And I'm actually going to give you until August 24th to make that payment, just in case we have some issues with the technology.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Do you have an email address so I can send my judgment to you?
Yes, it's coltoneason11@gmail.com. It's spelled
Perfect.
COLTYNEASON.
Did you get that, Reese?
Sorry, do
I was talking to my
Colton Eason,
clerk.
what was the number again? Colton Eason
11.
11. Gotcha.
Okay. All right. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact the court and we will email this paperwork to you. Okay. All right. Thank you. You're free to go. All right. I have Ben's iPhone. I don't know the last name, but if you could unmute, please. There we go.
There we go. Yes, ma'am. It's Ben Bowles.
Ben Bowles.
Benjamin Bowles. Benjamin Bowles. Yes, ma'am.
I found you. All right. Looks like this may be an ordinance violation. Does that sound familiar?
Yes, I believe the citation was referencing parking space size.
Okay. All right. So you do have a right to hire an attorney before we go forward today. Do you wish to waive that right and go forward with your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you were charged with an ordinance violation, and it's 42-782 size of space, and that carries a $206 fine. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest.
Plead guilty.
Okay. All right. Fine and cost on this are $206. When can you pay that?
I can pay it by next week if that will suit.
That will be fine. Let's see. I'll get, what about August 27th? That's next Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna find you guilty based on your plea of guilty. I'm gonna order you to pay $206 to the court on or before August 7th. You can pay that online or you can call the court to make the payment. Do you have an email address where we can send the paperwork?
Yes, ma'am. It's going to be my first initial B and then my last name, Bowles. So B Bowles at Big, which is BIG, West, which is WEST, and then B as in boy, S as in Sam.com. So it reads B Bowles at BigWestBS.com.
Okay. All right, we will get that emailed out to you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. You're free to go.
Thanks.
Okay, all right. What is your last name?
Johnson.
Johnson. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, all right, Miss Johnson, I'm Judge Wilson, and I'm gonna go over your citation out of the city of Alvarado with you. You do have a right to hire an attorney before we go forward today, but you can waive that right if you wish and go forward. What would you like to do?
I'm just
Wanna
going
hire an attorney? Go forward, okay. All right, you were charged with speeding, 110, is that in a 70, Reese?
Yes, ma'am.
110 and a 70. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. What is your plea on that case?
Are asking me or somebody else?
You, yeah.
Oh.
You can, yeah, sorry.
Guilty, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. All right, fine and cost or on that citation or on that ticket, $299. When can you pay that, ma'am?
Is September 1st a good date, or does it have to be like earlier, or?
No, there'll be a time pay fee. If you pay it by September 1st, there won't be a time pay fee. So I can order you to pay it on September 1st.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to find you guilty based on your plea of guilty. I'm going to order you to pay $299 on or before September 1st.
Okay.
Okay, you can either contact the court to make payment or you can pay it online. And we do need an email address if you have one so we can send you your paperwork.
It's going to be AKILAH_Johnson62@yahoo.com.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, ma'am. You're excused.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Only our pretrial